Gragas, so Braum coming through here as well. Kind of a defensive measure here in the bottom side of the map. It feels like it's going to be difficult for Johan to do anything in this game but straight farm. And he might be able to add some
miracle steal. You can see he's trying to put in the spears, and they're actually going to commit to this. They don't have an Orianna right now. This is basically a 5v4 as the Renekton will get gobbled up and spit out. But now they're trying to frontline over here on the top side as Kingen gets so much damage. Morgan with the big engage is going to follow up here, and Bao just does not do enough. He picks up the 1 kill, but that is just about it. And Johan picks up the Rift Herald. Like even if he was in the fight, he would get 1 command attack off. And then it's like, okay, good.
As Morgan is like, yeah, I know Pioshik's nearby. Just going to center this turret. A lot of minions, though.
All right, they're going for it. Morgan has read this very nicely. He is going to flash away from the spear, but it looks like they should have enough damage, and there it is.
The cast
one Spinorama is enough.
Time Becca ult there, but I love how this draft works for completely controlling the mid game. As we said, Chovy gets the turret here, a ton of extra gold. No second Rift Herald required. And Hanwha Esports with all of this control over the mid lane, you know, despite losing their top laner, they can easily just get a free Drake.
Yeah. And what have we said so many times on this current patch?
Variations of Renekton since the nerf to Sterox and Gore Drinker. Hold that thought. Kingen going in.
All right. Trying to get on top of Chovy here, but he doesn't have the damage to do it alone. He is going to get devoured here, but in goes the Kai'Sa, and a quick Acathian Rain is going to be the end of him. And Tom Kent's in this meta, not enjoying his life right now. He's just going to jump over the wall, flash rather, and get completely annihilated. Spear is on time, and Chovy's gearing up for a 1v2. Can he do it is the question. Dodges the shockwave, but the damage seems like too much. As the Zhonya's does get used there right at the end, just to make sure.
Quick. With his composition.
I don't think there's any denying this, right? Can Pioshik even get in position here? The Braum ultimate does go down, and the Kai'Sa gets it after everything, as Johan will be the first one to go down. And he does not have that Requiem actually at this moment in time. So Hanwha Life just on the run after picking up that Baron, as Deft is going to get the 1 kill on his way out of here. And he's even going in, flashes over the wall. This guy is just insane. And DRX, they're not going to give up just yet. This is pretty dangerous. You got to respect that Kai'Sa damage right now. But they are not. The damage goes in. Morgan, I think he went a little bit too far. As in goes Chovy. Now they're looking to turn it around. Chovy gets into that back line. And he doesn't have a front line anymore. He's going to take down Pioshik.
I don't think he cares.
And he's going to get the blue buff. Make it 2. Can we make it 3? There it is. He's going to pick up the 4th as well. And it's not a penta, but it's good enough for Chovy and his 6,400 damage.
I mean, that might be the first. Because I don't think so.
And he was farming in the mid lane the whole time before that.
Yeah.
As Kingen now, he's trying to get on top of Deft. They're finally going to do it. How about a bonus Karthus? They will be able to get it. Here comes the Requiem. Does a decent amount of damage, but really it's just trying to take the pressure off of this mid lane. Don't think it's going to work too well. We got pushing in the side lane here from Chovy. But DRX just don't seem to care. They're just going to push down the mid lane.
Yeah. I mean, this is going to be a trade that you're definitely happy with as DRX. Chovy doesn't have teleport. It's just going to take a turret and then head back, it looks like. DRX shouldn't be able to push an inhibitor. They're all very low. In fact, Chovy could take the long walk and try to trap them here if they stay too long.
Yeah, it's interesting Chovy doesn't back at all, right? He has the Showmaker. Solka here.
Speaking of...
Yeah, I mean, you can't step forward onto this guy now. The only way you can engage onto this is if you get a really actual hard engage from the Renekton. Really nice poke coming out here, and okay, we just lose our Karthus just like that. That's the... We're going to be talking a lot about Chovy and probably screaming his name in the game a lot. And here we are, guys.
I mean, you pointed it out, like, when he came back and got that quadra kill over the Drake pit right now. So they have to try to, like, wave clear to get fast track.
Yeah, there's one way to try to do it. You have a decent amount of poke on the side of DRX, and there's one way in. Chovy just goes to the backline, nearly just blows up Becca, as the Requiem is going to do insane amounts of damage to that backline. And you can see everybody on the side of DRX now is just on the run. They're all being chased by a giant shark that is Chovy and friends. And they gave it their best shot. Pioshik's going to try to come in, well, You ran out of time there. The Dragon died in about 3.5 seconds. So Infernal Soul.
DRX, I mean, they don't have great engage, right? They just have really good and consistent damage.
Okay, this is one way to do it. You just find Chovy in an awkward spot, and they're going to kill him. Chovy gets caught out, and he was the one member that they really did not want to get caught, because now DRX have a chance here to take the Baron and maybe claw a way back in this game.
Yeah, I mean that's 1,000 gold too, actually, going over to DRX as well with the shutdown gold coming through. They've got a Baron play, and I think without Chovy denying this is just kind of out of the question. You don't have any way to get Johan in position to smite this. Like, I mean, he's gonna try to just walk up, but I don't think so.
Yeah, Karthus against Renekton, not a fun time. As, you know, he'll try to do a bit of poke damage here, but I don't think anyone's getting in there. Unless Deft can do something crazy, no. The answer will be. As Morgan gonna get slowed up. That's a nice Braum ultimate, but it's not gonna save your life. As another spear comes in, and Pyosik is actually gonna force another moment. This game is in a really weird spot now for Hanwha Life. They were just so dominant, and now they're like, wait, what's happening to our base? As here we go, Pyosik may have overstepped the boundaries. As a nice ultimate comes out from Vista, but he kind of oversteps as well. Gotta be careful about that. Still a nice amount of poke on the side. There's gonna be a shockwave, catches only Morgan. As in goes King, and he is just a monster right now. They're gonna take down the Gragas just like that. And Chovy's losing a front line bit by bit. It's not gonna be easy for him to just solo carry 1v9 anymore. DRX, they may have found a way to win this game.
I think so. I mean, good luck, Chovy. It's all on you, man. You're gonna have to save this game. You've got one shot at this 4v5 team fight you're gonna have to crush.
Yeah, the hardest part is the Baron minions. You gotta get rid of them somehow. There's so much anti-Karthus shielding that comes in as well. And can they do it? Trying to get on top of Deft. Remember, he's in this game as well. Johan's still alive.
Morgan's up in 15. I think they might think that Hanwha Life Esports still have the favor.
Yeah.
To take it.
Well, we'll have to wait and see how these fights actually go down, because the late game comp from the side of DRX is still incredible. They're trying to turn this one around. Pyosik nearly just dies as King and has to frontline, but down goes Pyosik, and that's a big shockwave. He does get depth, but with so many threats on the side of Hanwha Life still, I'm not sure that DRX have this fight. In goes Chovy now. He's found his way. The Requiem comes in, and Solka going to take an immense amount of damage, but the most important thing is that they actually survive. But with the Elder Drake up, I think Hanwha Life should be able to get it.
I don't think Solka can stop this. There's just no way. I mean, obviously, Bao isn't going to be able to do anything here. In this game, like I said, I mean, my money's on Hanwha Life Esports taking this because they've showcased in every straight-up fight that they have the better team fighting composition. Despite King and Dust, they could try to go for a base raid.
Look at how fast it dies. It's like 4 seconds. Down it goes, as you mentioned, yeah.
On the way pings and some request pings, like maybe we could try to, when the Baron is going up, like try to force them to back, but like they have such, I mean, we're at this point of the game and the damage output's so real that they could clear Baron in like less than 5 seconds, so I mean, now you don't have that opportunity to base race. You have to just defend against double buff. Elder goes down in 20, so hold on for a second if you can.
Now they're just gonna get on in there. Morgan catches the catfish, and down he will go, executed immediately. And guess who loves Elder buff? It's Karthus. He's looking for it, as in fact Morgan will steal another kill there. This is just looking pretty inevitable. Hanwha Life, it looks like, even though they were on death's doorstep, they have found a way to make the game rightfully theirs, as Deft is not going to do anything crazy. He's going to be able to get away. Down will go the Nexus, and Hanwha Life will win game number 1 in 38.5 minutes.
Average game time still staying high here for DRX, but they are not. Like, Malphite is going to be strong at harassing in the bottom lane and has good all-in potential post 6, but the same is true in the mid lane. And Pyosik wasn't there at that exact time. Like, he loses his farm. So it was very aggressive from Hanwha Life Esports at the end result.
Oh boy. Bao has the lantern, but he doesn't have flash anymore. And look at Vista, just stands on it. First blood.
See you
as
later.
Easy as that.
And look, this is the grab. That hook hits at the end of it.
Neither of them have flash, and just Johan is getting right in there. He's getting a lot of damage done, actually. And I misspoke. Actually, Bao had his flash. Not going to matter, though, as they get Becca instead. And Vista is just able to...
Okay. Versus Garnet. I don't know. I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
The winners in the history are the ones we remember. Right?
That's actually true in this case. Oh, man.
Okay, well, Chovy gonna get hooked.
Yeah, he's in a bit of an awkward spot. He eats a ton of damage here, but the rest of his team immediately follows up in the backline. But Vista is not tanky at all, and he goes a little bit too deep here. Pyosik just easily able to handle that pressure. Johan kind of gets in and gets out, but we'll see if he actually does get out here, as so much burst will follow up, and down he will go. And that's a nice little conversion from DRX, although...
Be very excited to get some chip damage done and actually start to harass Morgan here. But this is going to be a Drake, another one. This Infernal going over to Hanwha Esports because Pyosik is nowhere to be seen. And they're even, like, look at the pings coming down. Hanwha Esports like, okay, well, this is just free. Like, there's literally nothing you could do.
Yeah, and it's all kind of tempo base after the Rift Herald fight where DRX are backing. Chovy's getting a lot of damage done to the turret. This is going to be Vista in an awful spot, though, a little bit too aggressive that time around. Just gets caught out.
The mid control that they have with this Renekton, so much kill pressure with Udyr and his ability to roam around. Like, if you compare what Johan's been able to accomplish versus what Pyosik's able to accomplish, it's night and day.
You wouldn't always expect the Pike to be up there. But Hanwha Life are putting a ton of pressure onto this Drake. They really want to take it down.
Rift Herald's in mid, so that's going to pull Solka away. Teleport coming through here very late.
Morgan's got a pretty nice angle. He's about to turn into a 5-on-5. Joey takes a bunch of poke damage from Bao already. But they need better positioning in here, DRX, if they want to try to get this Drake, as Ingo's the Impale. But there's no damage follow-up, as in the backline, there's just so much work being done by Morgan, as Kingan just gets dunked on the top side of this fight by Hanwha Life, and they're able to pull off a big kill, as now Solka over the top. That's a nice hook onto Bao. It's a big slow. That comes in with that one, and now they're going in. Do they have the damage to find the Aphelios? Yes, they do, as Johan will be on cleanup duty. And the Drake didn't go down yet, but it's going to be Hanwha Life at the end of the fight.
They aren't going to get the local goal, but also the inner turret in mid lane went down because Solka had to teleport in before the Rift Herald was taken. Those of Hanwha Life were trying to start that right now, but now they're kind of caught between a rock and a hard place.
Ooh, DRX really committing to taking out this turret, but they may have just gotten themselves in a really awkward spot. This is just all over the place right now. Solka just dies for nothing on the left side, and take a look at the top side. Bao also gets caught out. And this fight was just way too all over the place for DRX. Hanwha Life pounce on them. And yes, Pyosik and Kingan will survive, but the two carries, the two guys, they need to do something.
That vision that they weren't doing Baron. So the only thing they didn't know was exactly how fast Hanwha Life could rotate, and guess what?
Yeah. It also highlights the insane power of Kai'Sa's kit. The fact that she can just totally reposition in that case. As, here we go, everybody tries to flash away from that one. 3 flashes were used. And yes, they get away from the Malphite, but it doesn't look like they'll get away from anything else. Bao is desperately trying to carry this one, but he just cannot at this point in time. It's a bit too far gone, as you're not going to be able to run away from this comp by any means. Pyke Udyr will just laugh at you, as they're going to pick off a bunch more members. And how about a nice little Mountain Soul as the cherry on top?
Every objective belongs to them because they get this Mountain Soul, and where you think they're going? They're going to push, like right now you see Chovy's pushing out the bot lane. Going to put some extra pressure on that inner turret, and then he's going to head straight over to the Baron with the rest of his squad. He does not have teleport, so he'll have to physically walk there. But look at the vision they have to the north of the Drake pit in the red jungle here, so no one is scared.
They were able to get a nice early lead that kind of leads to this situation. I still like the Skarner. You know, there were moments where I thought he would be good, but this is kind of where it ends up. Where you're pulling the Malphite and it's like, please don't kill me. And he's not going to amount to too much here. As now the Pyke is just going to get out of hand. He's going to get 2. Val gets enough of a shield to make it away. But it's just 2 free kills into a Baron at this point in time.
Yeah, I can just clear these wards out. Like, look at how many wards are here. Like, what? look at Chovy's ward score. He's actually cleared so many wards and he's been all over the map. He's had full control over anything that the DRX are trying to do. Like, if he runs into a Skarner in the jungle, he's not scared. And if he runs into anybody else, like, he just kills them. So he's just freely able to roam around after these exchanges.
great follow-up there from Vista. As we do have another fight here. Have they found someone? The answer is no. They just don't have the damage to burst through that Mountain Soul.
Vista is not done yet. He's coming around.
Yeah, here he comes.
Here we go.
King, and there's the hook. And, well, okay, he's got the Guardian Angel, so he's going to hold on to that ultimate for now. Solka will go down, as will King. And it's just as easy as that. They line him up, they knock him down, and Hanwha Life, with the Baron, will be looking to push this bottom lane and even potentially end the game at this point.
Yeah. I mean, what do you do to stop this? Like,
this?
yes. He's got nothing. He's going to have to back home. He doesn't have his Impale.
It's a good idea.
I don't think he's going to have it before like it's even relevant here in this game. Hanwha Life Esports just take this out. Solka's not here for the stun. They have this Baron wave.
Oh,
goodbye.
Boy. Yeah, 2 knockups immediately. Not able to run away from this one. Bao is so desperate to do any kind of damage, but they've been stacking armor, and nobody can do anything to the side of Hanwha Life as the turrets will be knocked down. Solka and Bao desperate to try to stop them here. Do they have the damage to take it down? Yes, they do. Deft will get the final hit and end up 9-1.